Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Today I would like to present my PSM1, the effective of machining process and product design, material and tooling. My name is Shamsuddin bin Haji Mahmud. My metric number CN180129 from the BNM. My supervisor is Dr. Azli Nawawi. Okay, next. Okay, background of the study. First, design, machining, material, tooling, parameter, and procedure are critical for the manufacture in the design product and producing the mathematical form that are required tolerance in dimensions. And milling, drilling, turning a common machining procedure for producing complex features in a material component. The manufacturer will utilize the milling process to eliminate any undesirable material. Milling is used as a corrective machining process to ensure that exceptional and high-quality composite manufacturing is achieved. Cutting speed, feed rate, and depth of cut are three major machining factors. The machining method is suitable for the material. Here is the objective. First, identify product design with detailed specification and material selection that could impact the machining process. Number two, set up a visual machining process in Mastercam environment. And the third one is evaluate and analyze the effect of the machining process by using a milling machine on the product design. Here is the methodology. We can see here from product, SolidWorks, Mastercam, material, tooling, machining, and last the result. Actually we will discuss the chosen product design and how the method is used. FEA analysis by SolidWorks and Mastercam approach was chosen to be used for the study of the chosen product. The Mastercam software include generating machine component in mechanical sketches, learning on how the CNC milling will operate, and to create the three dimensions of the wireframes. In this study, a unit of machining product is designed by SolidWorks based on the product design aluminum alloy type 06061 material are carried out by utilizing a milling machine. The machining procedures are carried out in software simulation. Meanwhile, material for workpiece with size 75mm, length 75mm, width and with a head of 25mm. Here is we use the SolidWorks as a design and Mastercam and last milling machine. Here is the material and tooling. Okay, the product also we use SolidWorks for test stress by SolidWorks, strain and also strain test. Here we can see the picture about the test stress. The product rectangular pocket milling machine. And here the flowchart Mastercam. The CNC milling Mastercam standard operation procedure is necessary for students to master in order to produce G-code and CNC milling machine. Aside from that, the workpiece sketching can be done in Mastercam. Before running the simulation of the setup, we should first specify the stock setup and toolpath for the drawing in Mastercam. For machining operation on the workpiece, to determine whether the setting was adequate, we must conduct its simulation in the Mastercam. Lastly, the code for machining process is generated and shown on the system. Here is the milling machine process flowchart. First, we start and we going to geometry design Mastercam, toolpath operation generation based on the design geometry, cutting path verification through simulation software, and then generating of NC code, part bin in manufacturing using CNC milling machine, and the product dimension being measured and test assembly. And then we start. Here is the CNC milling machine, Vesta UTHM. Here, the CNC milling is a separative form of manufacturing, which means that material is removed from the workpiece to produce the final design shape. It also utilizes computerized control to manage the movement and operation of multi-point rotary cutting tools. Milling machine can use with any industry that require precise component, including complex industries such as aerospace and military. Here is the standard operation procedure, machine milling operation. In the lab, there is a few steps we have, rules we have to follow about the SOP before we using the machine. Here is a few starting program about the project presence CNC milling. We use the Mastercam, and here is the starting, and the last one N3620 G28, and back to M30, end of the machining process. Okay, here is the spot drill, step drill, and cutting pocket. Because actually we have a few steps. First, we have to set the default mill in the machine operation. Spot drill, we have to define SketchUp setup, serify, 75, Z25, and then we for circle we spot drill parameter circle, and then we spot drill linking to parameter setting, clearance 50, 25 retread, top stock 10, and then depth -1. And then for second one is a step for drill. The picture number 2, figure number 2 is a step for drill, cut parameter cycle, drill, linking parameter and clearance, and last we drill com, and then breakthrough amount 0.4. And the third figure is a step for cutting pocket. The material and the cutting tool is ready to cut the pocket of the rectangular pocket milling machine. Okay, from the research here, we have expected a result. First, actually beyond the cost and time advantages, one obvious benefit of virtual testing utilizing computer simulation over physical testing is the ability to rapidly evaluate several designs, including various material component geometries, assembly configurations, subsystem, and more. Number 2 is discover optimal material and mechanical design for specific purpose by using analysis to perform the material and setting mechanism. And the process may rapidly settle on the best form design solution across multiple degree of freedom by combining analytical studies with configuration management. Actually, because there are so many processes involved in the progress of machining, the impact of machining on the product design is difficult to assess in terms of design, material, tooling setup, and machining software engineering, particularly SolidWorks and Mastercam. It will increase the productivity. Here is the planning Gantt chart. From the week number 1, we registration and choose supervisor, and week number 2 discuss the proposed and the actual schedule PSM. Week number 6 to number 10, we have to finalize the correction draft report and finalize actual progress PSM. We have to submit the draft report to SV for approval, and lastly we have to make a presentation PSM1. It's complete 14 weeks. And here is the product design about a rectangular pocket milling machine, and the right side is cutting process. That's all for now. Thank you very much.